Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Free Beat, where I post new music-related content every single day. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Let's get started. So today we've got the PO32 Tonic, and we are once again going to be talking about how to improve your sequenced drums in your electronic music. And today's topic is going to be leaving the bass drum off the downbeat of count 1. So no kick drum on this beat right here. And it might seem counterintuitive at first until you start looking at the possibilities, especially when in regards to one of our previous topics, which was asking and answering questions in your drum patterns. So let's go ahead and do exactly what I said not to first. We're going to build a basic pattern with the kick on 1 and on 3. Then we'll put a snare drum on 2 and 4. And then we will put our hi-hat on the 8th notes. Let's give that a listen. Pretty basic, right? So let's go back to our kick drum here. Let's remove beat 1. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, one thing you can do, and this is just the easiest way to change it up and kind of make the listener take notice, is instead of putting the kick drum here on beat 1, put it on the E of beat 1. So let me explain real quick how this is laid out. So beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. So these are our quarter notes here with beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, and beat 4. And then these are each of the 4 16th notes that make up that quarter note. So we have 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So let's put our bass drum on the E of 1. 1 E and a. Let's listen. I'm going to take the swing off of that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see right off the bat, it's kind of surprising. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? Very useful in transitionary patterns, things like that. And we can leave the bass drum square on 3 for now, that's okay. So now, what if we move the bass drum to the and of 1? Now, to me, that sounds a lot more like an answer to a question. So let me show you what I mean. Let's go ahead, make another pattern here, and we're just going to go ahead and make that very basic pattern we made for the beginning of the video. So we're going to play the basic pattern once, and then we're going to chain into the other pattern. So let's hear how this goes. So, question, pause, answer. See how that works? It's very cool and so simple. So let's go back to our original pattern here with the kick drum offset. Let's move it to the of count 1. So this has a really cool feel to it. To me, it seems a little empty. Having 3 of these notes empty in the beginning kind of wants me leaving something a little more. This would be good for maybe a breakdown in the middle of a song, or again, a nice transition piece. But let's put that bass drum back on the E of 1. So now we have it on the E and the of count 1. Let's listen. That's pretty good. Now if we want to turn this up even more, let's just put another bass drum square on the and of count 3. And that takes it just to a whole nother level. And this is all without touching the parameters of how each bass drum sounds and dynamics and things like that. And if we want to continue on this theme of leaving the bass drum off the downbeats, we can remove the bass drum on 3 and put it on the E of 3. Now we're starting to get funky. Let's bring some swing in, just a little. Oh yeah. How good is that? All right, so let's go back here and move our bass drum back to 1 and 3. Don't think I used the right bass drum. Maybe I did. All right, so let's go back and put our bass drum on 1 and 3, take the swing off. So the next trick I want to talk about is moving the bass drum onto the and of both the first note and the third note, and then actually moving the snare drum down to the and of the second note and the fourth note. We're going to try to make it feel like we're in a different time signature in the long run, if that makes sense. So we're going to shift the focus of the beat to the ands, to the offbeat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, it's hard to count through. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it might not make sense here, but let's go ahead and do this one 4 times and then chain it 4 times into our other pattern we had, the really basic one. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we are, back to the original pattern. It's a really good way to mess with your listener and make them focus on a certain aspect. See, it sounds like we're completely backwards. If you didn't know better, you'd think we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, but we were not. Those were the offbeats. I love doing stuff like that, especially in live music, but in sequenced music, it's very cool too. Just gives the listener kind of a sense of, oh, I'm still not in charge. You know, the person, the creator is still in charge of what's going on here. Anytime you can make your listener uncomfortable by intention, by design, that's very, very good, because all of a sudden, no matter where you take it, it's going to have kind of an emotional resonance with them, which is really what we want to get from our listener. That's why we do music, right? For emotional resonance, both between ourselves and our audience. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the snare drum here, and we're going to move those back to 2 and 4. And we'll move our bass drum back to, we'll just put it on 3 and leave it off of count 1. So let's do one more offbeat thing here. Let's put one right here and here. So on the and the of 1. And then we'll put one on the e of, or the of 2. We'll take this one off. And then we'll put the 2 on the and the of 3. And then we'll also put one right down here on the E of 4. So here's an example of just a grooving pattern that you can use. This feels a lot more like something that you'd put in a verse or something, or a chorus, rather than a transitionary pattern. And we're still leaving the bass drum off of the downbeats of all 4 notes, actually. And it still goes pretty hard, like I was saying. Little effects in there just to represent fills. So that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to leaving the bass drum off of count 1. You could go listen to almost any song, any genre right now, and I guarantee you it's pretty hard to find a pattern where the bass drum is not on count 1, especially in electronic music right now. Obviously not including like ambient and stuff like that, but in a lot of dance music and just general electronic music, the kick is very prevalent on count 1. And I'm not saying it doesn't belong there, because, you know, that's what we dance to, is the kick drum, you know, the 4 on the floor. It's synonymous with electronic music. However, leaving the kick drum off of count 1 is a great way to change things up and take control of your listener and make them pay attention to what you want them to pay attention to. So I sure hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, go ahead and leave a like on the video. If not, you can click that dislike button. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, check out the links in the description down below. I've got new videos coming out every single day. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.